Hi Pisces, welcome to Psychic Consultants. My name is Agatha and this is your 2016 yearly reading. As I was shuffling, this Chariot card came out, so that's your first card. I'm taking to be your first card. I'll be doing 3 rows of 4 cards with each card representing a month quite loosely in the year. And then I will take one card from this, the Tantric Dakini Oracle deck, for a little bit of clarification or advice or a kind of like theme for the year or whatever seems to come out. So we shall get going. So as I said, the first card we have there is the Chariot, followed by the Queen of Cups, the Magician, the High Priestess in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, Temperance, the Four of Swords, the Devil, the Hierophant, the Three of Wands, and lastly the Nine of Wands. So, starting off the year with a huge amount of forward moving energy, so feeling very excited and driven for this year and what you can achieve. There's a huge, and this is a major arcana card, so this is a really big energy for you. That you are really, it's like new year, new page, new you, and you have a lot of ideas about what you want to achieve in this year. And this energy is going to carry you through the whole year. It's just no matter what happens, it's like you're going to keep pushing through and pushing on to get to your destination and your goals. Just very focused and intense energy that you will just be riding. It's like you are, whatever happens, you are going to do it. And so then representing February here, we have the Queen of Cups. So coming into the year with this big kind of like gung-ho, lots of energy. And then moving into February, just maybe that energy softening a bit and you getting in contact with your emotions and your more nurturing side. So it's still a really powerful, strong card. The court cards are strong cards, but it's just for me, I do think it's a bit of a balancing card because it could be perceived to be quite a masculine kind of go-getting, get out there energy with this card, and then it's balanced with this slightly softer, slowing down a bit card in February. But I do sense this to be you, and it's a card of emotional abundance and security and understanding and femininity. So pairs well with the Chariot card and takes you into March with another major arcana, the Magician. So I see a very strong, very positive beginning to the year, and it is that you've got this very intense moving forward energy, quite masculine energy, and then you've tempering that with this female, more emotional, slightly more nurturing energy in you, two sides of you. And when you've balanced those two sides, you become master of the 4 elements with this Magician card. So you're in balance, and with like your masculine and feminine energies, and it means that you become the master manifester, and you become a magician, and kind of everything you touch, everything you see seems to happen. So I'm getting a little bit, just be a bit careful what you wish for, because you will be extremely powerful in the beginning of the year, and this is around kind of like March time, and things might start manifesting, and you'll be like, oh wow, I didn't, you know. And because you have this really fast moving energy here, sometimes you might get things a little bit too quickly, or you didn't think it through enough. So just be a bit careful, because you just have a huge amount of power of manifestation. So it's only a tiny little warning, but it's just like, be careful what you, I'm just hearing, be careful what you wish for, because it's not like it's going to be a bad thing. It's just like, it might be a little bit overwhelming. You're like, oh wow, everything's coming at once, the kind of thing. And then so 3 major arcana cards in this first third of the year. So a lot of intense, good stuff going on. But this High Priestess in reverse, representing April, is just a little sign here to get in contact. Don't forget your intuition. And it might just be a little bit, again, connected to this Chariot energy, because if you like charging through the year and, you know, kind of manifesting things left, right and centre, you might get a little bit stuck in the material world and lose sight of 2 things: lose sight of your intuition maybe, and lose sight of your spiritual connection. So just because you are a very spiritual, connected, intuitive person, because she's here. So, you know, the High Priestess, she's here, and that's who she is. But in reverse, it's like you may be forgetting or neglecting that side of you. So just be a little bit aware of that. It's a tiny, tiny little thing, but it's just like, don't forget your spirituality, your intuition, your knowing yourself. Don't forget the things that you know that exist beyond what you can see. Because, you know, this is all about like being in charge of the material plane, bringing down those etheric energies into the material plane and achieving and creating whatever you want to create. And that's great, but it's just kind of saying, don't get carried away with that. Don't forget, don't get too sucked up into the material world, and don't forget that without the world above, then that informs you. Always let that inform you, and don't lose that connection. But I don't think you will, because then in May we have another really positive, great card, the 9 of Pentacles, big card of abundance, and some money coming in. Some money coming in around May. So yeah, I just see you kind of like going out there and doing some spending in a good way, just things that you may have wanted for a while, or buying some maybe bigger products that you've had your eye on, maybe a car, just because you're feeling very as though you kind of have everything that you need. And coupled with these, you know, all these cards, it's that you really are, I'm getting a kind of like millionaire lifestyle thing happening, because once you get in charge of, you know, you get the Magician card and you've got all this energy that you're putting behind it, you really can achieve great things and manifest whatever you like. And I think you kind of will do that, and then you're like, oh wow, I can go on a bit of a spending spree now in May. That's really cool. And for June we have the Victory card, the 6 of Wands. So it's all going extremely well. You are just, energy is really pushing you forward, and I think you've got a lot of confidence, and you do feel very secure here. She's very secure, this Nine of Pentacles, and that's just given you the confidence to like put yourself out there and really go for things, and everything is kind of falling at your feet. You're achieving it. It's not like you're doing it. You're not doing anything. You are doing things. You're the magician. You are putting yourself out there, and you're having this confidence. And I feel like this is some kind of win. Could be a promotion, getting a work thing. Either like you go for some kind of contract and you win a contract, or you get a promotion, or it's like a step up for whatever your individual focus that's kind of just for you and what you like to achieve, an achievement that or goal. You will meet that goal, and it will be because you've just got this huge amount of confidence and energy behind you, and because of what you're doing, and you're really grasping things, and you're really going for it. Then after this Six of Wands victory card, around July, we have the Temperance card. And sometimes this card can come up for me as a bit of an advice card, that you need to be aware to balance things. So I think that it might just be that there's a kind of a little bit of a chance that you might just get very you might just get a bit, things will need to slow down because you are just really going for it. For the first 6 months of the year, it's just like bang, 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 bang. Slows down a little bit in April with this High Priestess, where I think you might just kind of withdraw the energy back a bit. But this is a kind of card that you will need to slow things down and get a bit of balance, and you can't be going out there and working too hard, and I'm getting, burning the candle at both ends. You don't want to be burning the candle at both ends. So you need to also not neglect your family. You need these two things. It's like work and family. They need to flow together. And so I'm getting like work and family, the material world and the spiritual world. Just make sure you maintain that some kind of balance. And I do see that these are kind of coupled together. So this is for August, we have the Four of Swords. So it's just a rest period. And I could just see there's this kind of vacation, holiday, kind of breakaway, something or other that will happen here around August, because you're just really chilling out and relaxing, and that's what I can see. And it's that this Temperance card is leading you into that. So you're like, oh well, I need to slow down a bit, and I need to just chill out for a while. And it will be great. You'll be able to do that. You'll see, okay, I don't need to, maybe this new promotion here, or whatever this achievement here is, affords you some time just to stop for a while and not push so far forward. And so, yeah, just rest, and the energy kind of moves back to a bit more just kind of equal, this kind of balancing and equal kind of thing. And then moving on to September, we've got September, October, we have two big major arcana cards here. So this Devil card comes up. And I'm getting again that this is a little bit of work or career that you feel a bit chained to. It's almost as though I think this is connected to the kind of be careful what you wish for, because I think you had these ideas and you started the year with the Chariot with these ideas of promotion or all these things that you wanted to achieve, and then it's that with this Devil and this Hierophant card, which I'm taking they're right next to each other and they're kind of buddies here. It's that you might feel that you're feeling a little bit chained to and overcommitted. It's that you just feel a little bit as though, because this Hierophant is directly below the Six of Wands, like whatever this achievement was, it's that it's a big commitment and a big responsibility, and maybe you weren't quite you just weren't ready for it. But it's not a bad thing. It's like, I think at the beginning it will feel a bit like you've sold your soul to the devil, kind of thing. You're like, oh, I thought that was what I wanted, and now I feel like I've sold my soul to the devil. And so immediately it may feel that way. But because I'm connecting this Devil card to the Hierophant card, I think what you realise then is that it's just responsibility and a framework and commitment and solidarity that is actually what you needed. Because the Hierophant's a great card of connections. It could even be, if it's not a career thing, it could even be a relationship. It could even be that you had your eye on someone, you kind of win them, and then you think, and then you just feel a little bit as though you've committed yourself too much to them. As a kind of reaction, it's like you thought you wanted it, and then you're like, oh, maybe you feel as though your freedom's being impeded. But then I think you realise that it is a good thing. It's just responsibility, and it's a constitution that, in relationship, is just a constitution, or whatever the new job or slightly more different position that you have. It's just a constitution that you are. It's a very positive thing for you to be involved in, you will realise. But at the beginning it might feel like a little bit like you're chained to it. But this is all in your head, because I'm just really getting it's connected to this. You are manifesting what you want. It's just because of this Chariot fast energy is what you're moving with, you might not realise, you might not have looked at everything, basically. You weren't ready for it. But you will quickly realise that this Hierophant energy is good for you, and that it's what you need, because what it then gives you moving into the end of the year, November, is this Three of Wands, where you are, because you have this stability and this security here, and this framework around you, you are then, this does free you up. It doesn't restrict you. The devil, this is not actually true. It needn't be restrictive, because when you have that framework and support around you, you are then more free to go out on your own, to take more risks. This Three of Wands guy is just standing, looking out over the horizon, thinking about what he can go out and achieve now on his own. So it's that even though you are part of this community and group that you may have feel restricted by to begin with, it moves on. You then realise that it does actually free you up, and it could just be and it could be some travel in there. If it's a work thing, it's like some travel opportunity comes up and you're like, oh, actually this does feel free, and this is who I am, and this is what I want, and I can find my own empire and create my own empire within this structure here. And I feel like, I feel like these two together, the Three of Wands, moving at the end of the year with the Nine of Wands, is that you, you just then, with this Chariot energy, just move forward again, and you put yourself out there. This Three of Wands, you're like, oh, there's another opportunity, and you put yourself out there. But it is quite a big thing, because this guy with this Nine of Wands, you see he's kind of like stepped out of line and stepped forward, and he's feeling a little bit defensive or a little bit afraid. But it's just that I feel like maybe there's travel here. It could be physical travel or not physical travel, but you are in a new place. You step out into a new place, and then you maybe feel a little bit unsure and a little bit defensive, but that's fine because you'll get used to it. It's just okay, you've stepped out of line, got this kind of lots of wands behind you, and you've put your wand out forward, and then everybody can see you. But that's what you need to do to achieve what you want to achieve. And it's because, and I feel like you're in a different place. You're just in an environment that you're not aware of. You've kind of had a little look, had a think, gone, okay, yes, I want to go there. You've gone there, but you're in a new environment and you're a bit unsure. But that's okay. That's where you're meant to be. Yeah. So I'm just for a bit of clarification on that, I'm going to take a card from this Tantric Dakini Oracle. Which is a bit of a nightmare to shuffle because they're very new. I'll choose, okay, this one. Okay, so this is a new oracle deck for me that I really like. It's very interesting, very different images and messages. But I do have to refer to the guidebook. The card we have for you for the year is 58, the Chameleon, which we can kind of guess what. So I'll just do what my intuition is regarding this card, and it is that you will need to, it's kind of connected to the Magician. It's that you can, it's like you change your colours, that you have, it's like you blending you with your environment and bringing your desires into the material world. But we'll see what the book has to say about number 58, the Chameleon. Chameleon bears the number 58, signifying path of adaptability. According to the classification by elements, this is an earth card, normally related to the suit of pentacles. This card tells of a person who is able to see all around a situation but is unwilling to take a risk. The position of adaptability changing always to suit the environment. It suggests that the questioner can be easily influenced, and yet this is a protection from the pressures of the world. I think that this is related to this. It's that this, whatever happens at the end of the year, because I feel like the year's just like great, going great, and you're really on it until this kind of little wobble. It's like your confidence is so high, and then there's this little wobble here at the end of the year, and I think this is just a sign that you just need to adapt in this new environment. This is what the Chameleon does. So this whatever this new environment, this little wobble that you have here, just be the chameleon and just adapt, and it will all be fine. Because I do think this is like this new chapter. It's like there's all this energy comes on, and then suddenly towards the end of the year, in November time, there's this new chapter that begins. And I feel as though this Chameleon card is just relevant for these two cards here. So this new chapter that happens, don't, just, it's going to force your adaptability, but that's good. It's just growth. Because you really asked for it. It's like you asked for these achievements and you got them. You've realised what power that you have, and then it's like you step up again. So a lot of good things. If you are interested in a private reading for the year or for any other subject, please do email me at agathapsychic@gmail.com. Otherwise, I will be doing monthly readings for the signs, and I'm thinking about also doing a daily card selection. So if you're interested in those things, please do subscribe and you'll get them as I upload them. Otherwise, please do have an amazing 2015, end of 2015, what's left, and a great 2016, lots of cool stuff going on, and Take care, and I hope to see you again soon.